Good morning, students. Last class we have been seen what are the types of services. Okay, we had three services. One is business, other one is personal, and other one is social service. We had, okay. So here we will see today first services. Okay, that is business services, and what are the things is coming under business services. We'll see. So this question they be asked for you for 2 marks. They'll ask, okay, what are business services, and next I'll be explaining type of banks. Okay, that will be asked for 4 marks question. So first, today world is thought competitions. Okay, where it is full of competitions, where the survey of the fitness is the rule. Okay, we need to fit ourselves in the business. Okay, that is the rule. There is no room for non performance, and hence companies tend to stick to what they do best. In order to competitive business enterprises are being more and more dependent on specified business services. So here what business services is telling in simple word is, where we have competition in the outsiders. What we have more competitors in the outsiders, but we have to make sure that we have to survive in the market. Okay, in the business line with a performance. Okay, there is no place for the non performance business services. Okay, if we want to stick in the line, okay, we need to have the performance. So performance is the main important, and where we need to have competitive. Okay, in order to compete our competitors, okay, we have to give the best here. What we have to do, we have to give the best services. Okay, what we can give here in order to come on beyond the competitors. Okay, all these specified business services. Then business enterprises look towards a bank for availability of fund. So what these business enterprises they do, they see when they require funds, okay, for short term, long term. Usually these people go for the banks for availability of the funds. And then insurance companies for getting their planet. Okay, so once the planet is being done, okay, your business is done. Okay, we need to do insurance on your vehicles, on your companies. Okay, even on the employees also they need to do insurance. Okay, for that they go for the insurance companies. Then machinery goods, etc., all those things need to be insured. Then insure the transportation company for transporting raw materials. Okay, they go for transportation company. See here, one is linked with the other one. Okay, simultaneously for transferring the goods and so services they need transportations. Okay, for that they go for the transportation companies. For transferring raw material, finished goods, okay, all those things. Then telecom and posting services for towards the touch for the vendors, suppliers of the customer. So if they need to send the mail or for some post, okay, or they need to call someone, all those things will be done from the telecom and the postal services. Okay, so important documents, all those things will be sent from the postal way. Then today globalized world has been unshed in rapid changes in the services industry in India. India has been gained a highly competitive edges over the other countries when it comes to the services and development economic of the world. So here in global company we make sure that, okay, what we make sure that even India has been technically improved under these services. Okay, all those things where we have high competitors from the other country people. What we have here, we have high competitors from the other countries where we have to survive between them. So many foreigners companies are looking to perform a hotspot business services. They are transferring a part of business operations to perform in India. So what they look, okay, foreigners they see the hot countries, okay, like your Bangalore. See, Metro company is a German company which has been started here. Look out the hotspot, okay, like your Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, Delhi, all those things are the metropolitan cities. Okay, from there they start the businesses. Okay, so they are the competitors, and each where they have the different competitors for the different line. So here we have many business services where we need to compete with each other. So one by one we will see today. So first we will be seeing bank. Okay, so type of banks we will be seeing here. A bank simulate economic activities in the market by dealing in money. So what a bank is doing? It is simulates the economy. Okay, where bank work is only transaction through money. What it is? Only transactions through money. It is. It mobilize the services of people and make funds availability to finance their capital and revenues expenditures. So here this bank helps in providing funds. What it is? Providing funds for everyone, where it is dealing the need of the capital. Okay, when the business people need capital, that time it has been required. Okay, so it has been updating. Okay, and provides the financial services for price, etc. So what is the prices? Your interest, discount, commission, etc. Okay, so all these have been met through types of banks here. Then banks can be classified into following. So here banks can be classified as commercial bank, cooperative bank, specialized bank, and central bank. So these banks have been classified. Okay, we have under bank only different types of bank, where different types of banks does different work. So first one is type of banks. We have central bank, commercial bank, development bank, specified bank, sorry, specialized bank, and cooperative bank. Okay, here we go mainly with commercial bank. Okay, commercial bank we have foreign sectors, private sectors, and foreign banks. Then cooperative banks we go cooperative, central cooperative, and state cooperative. So detailedly we will see all those things. Okay, private primary credit society is there. So detailedly we will see one by one what are the banks is there. So first one is commercial bank. Commercial bank have banks or institutions dealing in money. These are governed by Indian Banking Regulation Act 1949. So whenever we need to start a commercial bank, we need to start under the Indian Banking Regulation Act 1949. And according to the banking means accepting deposit of money from the public for the purpose of lending or investing. These are the two. There are two types of banks. One is public bank and private bank. So here, what is this commercial bank does is, see here, commercial bank is individuals where they come and invest money. Okay, what is this? Individuals come and deposits money. With that money they lend loan for the organization. Okay, organizations also have bank account, business people also has bank account. If they need loan for business, they take car loans is available, mortgage is available. So here they collect money from other side and they lend the money for the other side for one purpose, that is earning profit. Okay, how this commercial banks earn profit? This commercial banks earn profit by the interest. Okay, by charging the interest and other commissions what they charge on the work they does in the middle. On that they earn the profits. So here all these commercial banks are the what we see day to day. Okay, where we mingle with the activities day to day. In this commercial banks we have two types of bank. One is public sector and other one is private sector. So what is this public sector? Public sector banks are those in which the government has a major or a number of public sectors. So what it is here, all this private banks or public banks, okay, which it is governed by the government, that is all the rules and regulations what they have need to be followed by the government, and all the deposits, interest rate, everything will be started by the government. The government itself will start these public banks and owned by the government. So some shares will be shared for the public. What in public, some share will be invested by the public, but all these public banks are the government banks. Then we have private banks, okay, represented by HDFC, ICICI. So these are the banks which are from the other countries, okay. So HDFC Bank, Kotak Mahindra, all these are the banks which has been established under the bank rule. What it is? Under the bank rule and guidance. But these are the private, which is from the other country they have been started bank here. Okay, other countries banks have been started here is called the private banks. Then we have cooperative bank. Next, cooperative bank are governed by the provisions of State Cooperative Society Securities Act. So what it is, it has been provision for the State Cooperative Society Act and meant essentially for providing cheap credit to their members. It is an important source of rules credit like rural credits like agriculture financing, etc. So what is this cooperative societies are? This cooperative banks are formed by the membership, okay. We this types of banks are more in your villages, okay. In your villages sides we have, okay, cooperative bank. So the bank, when we want to open an account, we have to be first member of the bank, okay. These cooperative banks have been main purposes for the agricultural creditor, okay, where they give for less interest, okay. Loans have been given for less interest for the agriculture, okay. So here, see here, I have taken the second image, cooperative credit institutions. One is agriculture credit institution and non-agriculture credit institution. So when it comes to agriculture, we have short-term credit and long-term credit. So long term credit will be given for the development of the land. Short term will be given on the crops, cultivation of the crops. Under short, there we have, okay, for short term we have state cooperative, central cooperative and primary agriculture credit societies, okay. So cooperative banks are mainly opened to help for the agriculture peoples, okay, for helping the agriculture people in rural area for the development. So this only this bank will lend loan for the agriculture. None of the banks will be available. Next we have a specialized bank. So specialized banks are foreign exchange bank, industrial bank, development bank, export import bank, catering to specify need for the unique activity. These banks provide financial aids to the industries, heavy trucks, projects and foreign trades, okay. See here, when we are moving from one place to another place, okay, for example from India we need to move to USA. So the currency we need of USA, what we need currency of USA. So here we take foreign exchange bank, okay. So money we will deposit here in our name for the exchange here on the foreign account. There we go and withdraw, okay. Money cannot be carried all over. So foreign exchange bank, okay. For example, see here, all the foreigners comes to India. What they do from their account, they do exchanges for the Indian money. Then industrial bank, okay. All the industrial bank like your Exim Bank, sorry, NABARD, that is NABARD we have here, ISB, okay. All these industrial banks give loan for the industries. What they do, they give loans for the industry development for short term and long term. Then import export bank, import export bank is your Exim Bank, where this bank does only for the import and export of the goods, okay. If some person is exporting or importing good, if financial criteria is there, this bank lends loan for them to do the activities, okay, do the transaction. So each, for foreign exchange we have foreign exchange bank, industrials we have industrial banks, Then export import bank we have for export and import. So each bank has this specific unique for their activities, okay, where they have to do the financial activities. And then we have central bank. The central bank of any country supervises, control and regulates the activity of all commercial bank of the country. So here in India, the central bank is Reserve Bank of India. Why? Because Reserve Bank of India gives the guidance and rules for all the banks, okay, all the commercial banks in India, and the currency have been printed by RBI, okay, Reserve Bank of India only the currency prints, and all the rules and regulations where all the commercial bank has been followed is been under the guidance of the Reserve Bank of India. So it also acts as a government banker. It controls and coordinates currencies and credit policy of the country. The RBI is the central bank of our country. See, here I have been explained, RBI is the central bank of our country. So like that, each country has the central bank, okay, where that bank is the main bank of the government, okay. So this army is full is been controlled and authoritated by the government, where all the rules and regulations is been governed by the bank itself, okay. So here central bank is the where it has act as the monopoly. It is the monopoly banker also, and it is the government bank. So central bank is the head bank of the commercial banks, and it gives the rules and regulations for all the banks. So I'll put an end till here. Tomorrow we will see functions of the commercial banks and other banks. Thank you, students.